This is the last session of the Entrepreneurship Starter Package. We started back in December, and you have made a lot of strides. Do you want to take us back to December and like what you were navigating and why you decided to go through this journey of starting your own business?
Yep. In December, and for at least the year or two prior to that, I wasn't super happy in my job. I was doing well and I liked the team and I generally liked the work, but I didn't have the ownership that I was wanting and kind of the freedom to create and do what I wanted. And so I had found you through a couple of other like free webinars, and I figured I'll start a side hustle and I'll start maybe working with one client on the side a little bit here and there and kind of build that into something that would allow me to quit my 9 to 5 and go full-time working for myself. And I think it was within, I don't know, a month of working with each other or a month of doing the program. I got 2 clients and it made up almost full-time hours and was almost the same, worked out to be about the same as the salary I was making in my 9 to 5. So I was able to quit my job in February, and for the past month, I've been working with 2 amazing businesses and clients. So I'm in a great place.
Amazing. Let's talk about what we worked through, right?
Yeah.
Here you were, what we worked through, and then we'll talk about the final product.
Yeah, I feel like we worked through a lot of different things, and because things moved so quickly, it kind of like shifted a bit, because initially we worked on goal setting and like what I wanted to get out of the program, who my clients were, what my offer was, what my niche was, and all these really kind of specific things. So I understood what who I'd be working with or who I wanted to work with and how I would be working with them. But because I got those 2 clients quite quickly, we pivoted a little bit more to personal branding, which, to be honest, is something I'm still working on. But I feel like you've given me a lot of good insights and systems and things that I can work with in the future and ongoing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like those are kind of the 2 main themes. But just generally speaking, I think also the accountability was something that was really important to me, and just being able to have these coaching calls and maybe work through whatever initial problem I had on to the next one, a little bit of mindset in there as well.
Yeah.
So I think that was mostly generally what we worked on.
Amazing. I think that, you blazed through this program. You came in and that's the thing. That's the power of momentum, right? Came in and you're like, you know what? I'm going to commit to this process.
Yeah.
And the commitment, everything started shifting.
Yeah.
Everything started shifting, right?
That's exactly it.
I remember, like, I will never forget when I saw that message of like, I'm putting in my 2 weeks and I'm quitting. And I was like, oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
We thought it was going to be much later, but it ended up not being much later. And I don't want it to seem like, oh, this was a, quick and easy process. It was, you have been sitting on these ideas for so long, and in a way, you just needed permission.
Yeah.
100%. To run with it, right?
Yeah.
A bit of structure around how to run with it so that you're not sort of burning yourself out in the process as well. So very, very proud of you. Very proud of everything you've accomplished. If there is somebody on the other end of this video who is in a similar spot as you and is thinking about doing this but is on the fence, what is one piece of advice that you can give them about this process, working with me, joining on with this program? What is that piece of advice?
Well, I think you already said it, and that is commit, because you can spend years of your life wondering if you can do it, if you should do it, when you should do it. And you might think that you need to like wait for the right time, but I think the right time is when you're ready to commit. And don't wait too long to commit, because there are so many reasons and excuses and ways that you can talk yourself out of doing something, especially something that's kind of big and new and scary. But I think that there's that saying that's like, take the first step and the path will appear. So like, even if you don't know exactly what it's going to look like or how it's going to turn out, just trust in the process and commit to the process.
Yes.
And also, like you say, and sorry to cut you off, like you say in like your webinars and the different things, free material that you offer, you really just need to sign one client to make back the cost of this program and this coaching. And that's it. Like you'll make back your money quite well, in my case, quite quickly. But I think, yeah, if you commit to the process, like hopefully by the end of it, you've signed at least one client and then you've made your money back. So yeah.
And you've learned very, very valuable ways to run a business.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Which is ultimately why I started this, right? It took me 5 or 6 years and, you know, thousands of dollars. I went back to school. I got an MBA. I did all these things. And I was like, imagine if somebody could take the 5 or 6 years of my trial and error and could complete it in 90 days.
Yeah.
Right. It was kind of like a challenge. And so far we put like over 10 people through this process in the last couple of months. It's possible. It's genuinely possible. So I'm very, very glad. This is definitely not goodbye between me and you. You have my email. If you need anything, you can always reach out. But you were fantastic. You were a fantastic client. And I cannot wait to hear more about everything else that you're doing and, you know, everything else that's happening in your life. Very, very happy. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
No worries. Okay. So what we'll do is I'll send you an email with the offboarding. You'll have access to UpCoach for about a month. So you can pull down your like documents that you need to pull down. You have the handbook. You can always refer back to it. So if you go down the line and you want to hire staff, there's a template there on hiring. You go down the line and you want to, you know, really fine tune your sales process. I have a sales script in there. There's a whole bunch of stuff that will help you for down the line in your business.
Amazing.
Including the one thing template. So everything's on there for you.
Awesome. Amazing. Thank you so much for everything, Ibi. I mean, it's been great working with you.
It's been fantastic, honestly. And I'm so happy for you. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you.
And to think it like started back with that one conversation at Toast where I'm like, yeah, I'm getting any job.
I'm glad you said that. Yeah, because here I am.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I love this. I thank you so much for your time and your patience through this process. And I'm very excited to see all the stuff that's coming down the pipeline.
Amazing. I'll keep you posted and I look forward to hearing from you and seeing more of what you do too.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Thanks. Bye, Annie.